those $5 going into the bid war, we officially have a winner. But before we do, I'm excited to announce our next run. It's the wonderful Oscar424, who will be doing an any percent run of the Bouncer. I hope I did justice in saying the name of the game in the way it was meant to be said. Best of luck and have fun. Oscar, take it away.
Getting the Bouncer correct, but that is not the full name of the game. So if you pay attention, there are lines with my really bad nail polish. Those lines read, and I quote, I'm old, give me a second. All right. Sion, a man hunted by a tragic past. Within him lies strength and kindness, but also great sorrow. All this shall change, or will change, when he meets a girl named Dominique. These are the residents of Dog Street, the Bouncer. That's the full name of the game. And then it tells you about the critically acclaimed MMO Final Fantasy XIV. Anyway, so hi friends, we're doing the Bouncer. I don't know why we're doing this, but I do silly things like this.
This was one of the games I was looking forward to the most when the schedule came out, and I'm actually being dead serious.
Well, I'm going to try not to be dead, which is very, very much a non-zero possibility in this game. So we're going to start on story mode, but before we start, I need to know which one of the three wonderful Bouncer boys am I playing as today?
Well, at $25, the winner is Volt. So now it's going to be any percent Volt. I hope it will produce a wonderful run. Who am I kidding? It's going to be fantastic.
It's going to be chaos. Yeah, we are playing as our wonderful bouncy boy. You'll see why in a little shortly. Yeah, but thank you for your donations to the wonderful cause that is Little Warriors, and we are ready to get started. Well, all of y'all are ready to watch me. I'm not ready to get started. We're going to get started anyway in 3, 2, 1, bounce. And like all true video games and speedruns, we do a very important thing to start things off. I stare at the camera awkwardly, and I skip a cutscene. Now, here's the fun part about this first fight. This is the highest level RNG fight in the game. And the reason being is I need to die. It's actually faster to lose this first fight than it is to win. Now, the massive RNG factor is I've done this on all three characters in like 30-some seconds. And when I ran this on GGQ Hotfix, it took me 2 minutes. So it's just, general rule of thumb is I try to find the angry ones. I've noticed the angry boys tend to be on the ground floor. I say this, and there we go. I was about to say they have pacified. All right, are you an angry boy? Are you an angry boy? You're an angry boy, almost. Yeah, I try to find the angry boys and get beat up. I'm doing a great job as a bouncer, you can tell. Works like a charm. So yeah, we skipped some cutscenes, and what's actually kind of fun about how I have to play this, and you'll see me very frequently look over here. My converter to play this wonderful PS2 game onto my HDMI-based monitor, it takes a while to like get the video to show up on my screen. So it shows up in my OBS before it shows up on my actual screen. So this is how we do things here. It's just simple bouncer things. Anywho, you get to see why I call Volt our bouncy boy. Each one of our characters has a specific thing that they are trying to do the most damage as possible. And Volt's, well, his special attack is his strong attack. So I will be trying to ground pound the ground at all times. Kou, who's probably is definitely my best character of the three, he does this like double kick, and then Sion does this double punch that I am absolutely not good with. Yeah. But we are going to go through the different levels. And a lot of this is pretty much cutscene, beat things up, cutscene, beat things up. This is where you get the plot. Well, the background plot. There's 2 plots. This is the plot that makes sense. It doesn't, but we'll work with it. The actual like cutscene plot is we're bouncers and Sion, hi. You're actually doing things. That's very uncommon of you. We're trying to save this girl named Dominique that was stolen from us or kidnapped from us. Well, technically stolen, but plot. And we go from fighting like mall cops like this to androids in space, as bouncers are wont to do. Makes sense, right, Tori Knight?
Yeah. It's very, it was definitely on the job description for sure that you have to encounter these on a daily basis.
Oh, 100%. But yeah, so
I appreciate Volt's flying crossbody, you know, it's very pro wrestling, except that you do that from the top rope. There is no top rope.
He is a tall chap. It's so okay. Kou, I love you, but no. Volts, he's got a very interesting like body makeup. He's very much all body and no head. Like his head is so tiny and it's kind of funny. It is what it is. But yeah.
It's funny because you were mentioning before the run that that Volt was a cross between Zell from Final Fantasy VIII, and I saw and I'm like seeing Volt now, like, oh, I can see it. But then you said, oh, a cross between Zell and a Cactuar. I'm like, okay, like, okay, that one I'm gonna have to like see it to believe.
So he's got all the piercings, and he has a Cactuar on the back of his coat.
Oh, he didn't. Oh, I got
and it says no escape on the back. But
oh yeah.
You'll also notice that Sora from Kingdom Hearts is fighting. If you can figure out which one that is, you'll be able to figure out which one that is. Remember, this came out before Kingdom Hearts, so this was Sora before he became Sora. That's the best part.
Proto-Sora.
This is Proto-Sora. It's great. And still with the short shorts, and these were fashionable time. This was peak Nomura fashion. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. But yeah, so I should say we're coming up to our first boss, and I actually didn't make a safety save in front of this boss, so I'm going to take the time to make a safety save in front of this boss because I know better. Bouncer will just bouncer, and you'll just die. And a lot of it has to do with the ragdoll physics that are present in the game. That is save 8 would be what I need to go to. I have a lot.
Well, while you're getting the safety save going, I do actually want to kind of say something about a new incentive that just opened up.
Sweet.
It is for Buck Up and Drive, taking place early in day 3 of Prevent-A-Thon 5. The Van Diesel, oh boy, the Van Diesel is watching you. You cannot look away. You are filled with thoughts of racing, of speed, of family. Want to know what the heck we're talking about? Better donate to unlock the Van Diesel as a T3's vehicle during Buck Up and Drive. See if we can get the $60 to unlock the Van Diesel.
So when I said bouncers, this is 100% one of those situations that the bouncer is just going to bouncer. So this is the first boss fight, and Echidna is okay. Echidna is not behaving, so I'm going to take out her friends first. Okay, nope. I know what you're doing. And what's funny is like she knows. Oh no! No, that wasn't Kou. That was Sia. Oh, you. Okay, so let me explain to you why I'm mad at Sion right now.
I have a feeling this will not be the first time I'm hearing this throughout this run.
No, it's not. First, let me take care of the 3 most important boxes that have ever boxed. Because these boxes are very important because they box. This is an important part. And yes, if you don't choose the same character during this little part right here, your run is invalid. I'm just going to throw that out there. We're opening boxes for a card. That's it. Moving on. Okay, so you level up in this game with bouncer points. You get bouncer points for defeating enemies. You get bouncer points for defeating bosses. Echidna is a boss. When you defeat an enemy using a character you're controlling, the bouncer points show up on screen. So when a boss dies and somebody else, like Sion, gets the kill, guess who doesn't get the bouncer points?
I'm gonna take a wild guess, and it's not you.
No, it's not me. It's not Kou either. But like and I always have this running joke with Volt that when because my the character I usually play as is Kou. Volt is notorious for stealing boss kills when I'm playing as Kou. So it's only fitting that Protosora decided to be a proto butt and steal my boss kill. And I'm getting beat up by mall cops. It's fine. Anyway, so this set of 3 hallways is what I'd call running from my problems. You'll notice I'm pretty fast when there's no enemies nearby, but I'm pretty slow when there are enemies nearby. So it's just kind of faster to let my friends deal with that like Sion is. And Sion is... See, Sion, this is what you get for taking my points. You get beat up. You get bounced. Oh gosh, Sion is going to bite the dust soon. Yeah, oh well. Nothing of value is lost. Anyway, so when it comes to my 2 compatriots that very, very rarely do anything useful, they can fall in combat and that's fine, as long as the character you are controlling does not die. If the character you're controlling dies, game over, 100%. But yeah, if Sion falls, cool. Anyway. Nope, still a little mad at Sion, it's fine. Because it does actually mess up. I got the rank up anyway, that's fine. It messes up my XP gain and essentially getting stronger throughout the run. For all the characters, it's pretty much the same. You just get power. You stick to building that red bar as high as you can, and then up to a certain point you can not. But no. But at a certain point, I just switched to marathon safety, and I put things into health just because yeah, you can die very easily. Also, I like to call these 3 carrier soldiers the very first actual boss, even though they're not bosses, because they guard so heckin' well. Like, I've died to this fight a lot, and it's kind of funny. But anyway, I didn't, so that's fine. Another thing about this is you can see that ×2 that popped up on my screen. You can chain points. So if you kill enemies within a short time of each other, you get bonus points. Also, what makes this game wildly unpredictable is ragdoll physics. They're great fun when they're working for you, and they're dreadful when they're working against you. And in this game, both happens. So you do damage when you hit enemies. As the name suggests, you also do damage when you bounce them off of enemies. Here's the problem. You take a lot more extra damage when enemies bounce the bouncers off of each other. It just is like that. So, right now we are... Volt, come on, friend. So yeah, like if that was a combo, it would have been 33 BP plus X number of combo points, which is great. Ooh, nice turn. So right now we've gone from mall cops to ninjas. As
is the natural progression of people that bouncers have to deal with.
Yeah, absolutely. And like right there is a perfect example of I would have had enough points to get a power up. If Sion didn't take my boss kill. I'm looking at you, Protosora. No, I'm looking at my camera. It's fine, but still.
In spirit, you're looking
Yes.
at Prozora.
Yep. Okay, Mugetsu. So this one gets a little wild. Like, all the Mugetsu fights just get kind of sketchy. I'm looking for the one with the white hair sticking out, and I'm not finding him. He's moved away to my friends upstate. So I'm gonna just take out the small fry to kind of regain some of the bouncer points I lost previously, if that guy decides to take a punch. Okay, so there's Mugetsu. Also, when it comes to when it comes to boss fights, the boss fight ends once the boss is dead, so the ads don't quite matter. Okay, Mugetsu, that was a butt move. Nope, you're not. No, Sion, don't do this to me again. Good, Sion. Everything's fine.
This young just wants to help out, you know?
Here's the funny thing. Your compatriots don't like to help out ever when it's necessary or needed or wanted. It's only when you want them to stay away. Look, everyone that plays this game has a very much love-hate love of this game. It's fine.
Oh no, I'm absolutely loving this so far. I was right in wanting to host for this game.
Yeah. Anyways, this is Rufus Shinra at home. Pay no attention to Cat Lady. That's all. That's actually Cat Lady. It's fine. Sion. Ah! No. Also, there's Dominique. That's the girl that was stolen / kidnapped from us. Sion, I know what you're trying to do, Sion. Don't do it, Sion. So yeah, that's Dominique. We're coming to rescue her. It's fine. Also, we find out in the plot, like right now, and I count them: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, select character, 7 cutscenes. You find out that, oh, by the way, Dominique's an android. As, again, natural progression of things. So, this segment is actually, is interesting in that it is the only section that's different entirely it's entirely exclusive to the bouncer you have chosen for the area after Dowergon. So when you're Best Boy Kou, you're in this stealth mission. When you are fighting a Sion, you are just running through the complex, causing chaos. And when you're Volt, you're just beating everybody up. Pretty much. And then you come up on Sion's mess, you're like, okay, yeah, you were here, that's fine. Sir, please don't hit me in the back. Please don't hit me in the back. It's fine. The Roombas are actually kind of a pain in the butt to deal with. I pretty much just use either special attacks or low attacks. There's different things you can use, and getting put into a corner is getting baby in a corner, or getting baby put in a corner is kind of awkward in here. It's a little sketchy, but it's fine. So like right there, that was a really nice combo. Unfortunately, the Roomba decided to end my combo like it tried to also end my life. It's fine. Sir, okay. Are you done? Now you are. Okay. Roomba. We talked about this. I said we talked about this. Yeah. Now you're done.
It just made the Roomba look a little bit like Wall-E.
Wall-E. Oh, now I feel slightly bad, but not really. I still don't feel bad. It's fine. Also with that actually worked. So the different characters have. This is actually kind of impressive for the times. Depending on the the type of press you push on the controller will determine the different types of attacks you can do. Like a simple basic push with a high attacks does that simple punch. If I hold it, then I get to do the headbutt. So it's actually kind of cool. And that's why sometimes you'll see me do that like off the top rope body slam versus the ground pound. It's literally the same button combination. It's just whether or not I'm holding down the button or pushing it really quickly. And okay. You know, this camera angle is not very conducive to me actually doing my job and killing this friend. Rude. Okay, it's fine. Thankfully, I get my health back after those fights, because that would be awkward otherwise. But yeah. So you're heading up to our next boss fight, which is Mugetsu 2. Still not the worst Mugetsu fight of the batch. That is Mugetsu 3, which is just... Once we get to Echidna 2, these boss fights become very, very sketchy, because that's when the bouncer will just like to bounce me from the run. Again, as it's wont to do. It's fine. But yeah, like all the individual sections, they all coalesce to right here, because, of course, as luck and plot armor would have it, they all happen to find themselves in this area and are ready to fight Mugetsu 2. So again, there's a whole bunch of ninjas. We have to find the one with white hair sticking out. He's usually in the center. Or he's, yeah, there he is. Like, he's either in the center or he's beating up Sion. Either way is acceptable. That guy coming around to hit me, not acceptable. But that's fine. It's really easy to actually bully Mugetsu by bouncing him off his friends, but sometimes he'll just do that, and either he'll go into a corner and he'll fight one-to-one, or he'll just not like to take damage ever from me and kill me. It's fine. Siren's fish. I can't time in the limelight. Okay, that's fair, chat. That is fair. But Sion didn't steal this Mugetsu kill, so it's acceptable. What a fool. I mean, that was kind of rude, Volt. That was very rude. So this little scene right here, we're basically doing an escort mission, and once we start it, if you have things to promote, things to hype, and find out from T-Tree if I'm supposed to look at that image yet or not. So depending on who you choose, Dominique is either really happy or really sad. Like if you choose Sion, she's like, yeah, I get to go with Sion. If you choose Volt, she's like, okay, I mean, that's great. I wish it was Sion though. Hair flip. And if you choose Kou, she literally like recoils in horror. She's like, ew. Oh, ew. So yeah, she doesn't like my boy. So yeah, at this point in time, if you got stuff you need to hype or promote, go for it. I'm just running to beat up an android.
No problem. Well, if you can enjoy Prevent-A-Thon in additional languages, we are joined by Japanese Restream, which is a channel dedicated to restreaming RTA events such as G2Q and RPG LB in Japanese. You can view their coverage of this event by going to twitch.tv/Japanese_restream or typing !Restream in chat. And also, normally, I wouldn't say that because I don't want to take away, but I've been told in the live production on our Discord server that you got a DM from a T-Tree that when you could take a look at it.
This is actually kind of the perfect time because I'm literally just running right now. I'm... Stop it gliding! Vault, don't go run in a straight line for me, thanks. I'm just gonna. You all right there? Fine, it's fine. Just gonna go back to the Prevent-A-Thon Discord, which you should join. If you are not part of the Prevent-A-Thon Discord, you should.
Absolutely.
Oh
Come
my
join
God.
our supporter community and find out when we are prepping for future events by joining our Discord. You can type !Discord in chat to get an invitation link now.
I don't know what floor I'm on. I think I'm on, yeah, this is the final floor. Okay, perfect. Oh my God. All right, that was a thing. Well played.
I love you speechless.
Well played. Love it. Smile. Oh goodness. All right, so
See, the thing is, I have not seen it, and I am trying hard to conjure up a mental image of it, and I don't think it will ever do justice to whatever the real thing is.
True. So this is PD4. What's funny about him is this is really the only time you like see him. And okay, that was cheap. He's kind of like ow, that was a wall. So with PD4, he doesn't matter, but he can actually be really he can be a butt if he keeps staring at, oh, I've lost the ability to block. Okay, I actually do the thing. If he, like all the bosses, if he doesn't stop staring at me, it's a little bit harder to fight them. And at a certain point, your bouncer forgets how to guard, because they are pretty much on the verge of death. And that's what happened right there. So that got a little spicy and dicey right there, but it's fine. Because we never see PD4 again. Also, she's going to beat up some people, but it's in a cutscene, so we don't care. She's like, I'm helping. Anyway, no, she's not. We are fighting mechs now, because as bouncers are wont to do.
Let me see if I turn. Let me see. So we went from. Well, okay, what was the first thing before ninjas?
Mall cops.
So we went from mall cops to ninjas. Now we have progressed all the way to mechs.
Yep.
I'm starting to worry, like how many, what else is left beyond mechs? I mean, aliens.
Cat girls.
You know what? You're right. You're so right.
We still have to beat up Rufus Shinra at home one more time. It's fine. This next fight, it is notoriously very, actually, pretty much everything except Chaldea, which is question mark fight 2. These bosses are surprisingly pains in the butts. With Echidna, she tends to use those mechs to her advantage to not get hit. So I have to, like, you kind of have to work around them. Also with Volt, I actually, even though the attack isn't as strong, I have a better shot. Ow! Oh, where'd she go? Okay, there she is. There we go. I have a better shot hitting her if I usually stick to low shots. Also, Sion is already wrecked, and also so is Echidna, which is fine. A little sketchy right there. This next fight is a little interesting, because especially if you play as Sion, because this is the one time where you don't, if you play as Sion, you don't select Sion right away, because the first character you choose is the one that's gonna fly this like air carrier away, because these bouncers also know how to drive air carriers and other spacecraft. Again, it's part of the job description, clearly. But we're playing as Volt, so we can send Protosaur away. And we are just left with Cactuarzell and Steve Bloom under a pseudonym. Mugetsu here is... You let him do his thing, and he just turns into a real pain. Because he'll start doing that, and then he'll do his spin attack. but thankfully he actually behaved. Yeah, the longer you let Mugetsu and the game think in that particular fight, the more likely you are going to die. That's just how it be. It's just 100% how it be. We are coming up to the final 2 fights, and the next fight's pretty chill. Basically, it's the cat girl, Chaldea. You want her to stay in human form, just because it's easier to hit her. Usually she goes back to cat form because the game hates me. So we'll see what happens. Okay. Also, I need my friends and compatriots to move out of my way. Ooh, oh, no.
They're just in awe of your fighting prowess. That's why they're not moving.
Like, you never attack Chaldea. What? All right. So, the next 2 fights are actually the final fights of the game. The problem is, you can't save between these 2, and you can't heal between these 2. So, for marathon safety, I pretty much play fairly defensively in the first fight, and then try to go hog wild in the second one, because in the second one, I need Daragon to not focus on Volt, which is the problem. Because if he focuses on the character you're playing as, he's a lot harder to fight. Yeah, we're gonna... Can you? I have 2 friends. Thank you. Like, seriously, I have 2 friends you could try beating up. Aim for them. Come on. Can you, like, turn around. Oh, come on. So this might be a reset, because he's not behaving. We'll see how this goes, because... But if this is successful, I'm not 100% sure it will be. Time will be on the final hit. We'll see. Yeah. Okay, I've lost the ability to block. I know what the problem is. That's fine. Again, if you want to hit my teammates and not me, I would really appreciate that right now. Come on, don't block, don't block. Don't look at me! Remember the part I said, don't look at me? That means, don't look at me! Time! Oh god!
GG. Never in doubt. Never in doubt.
Sure, that's what we'll call that one. That was a little
He's got to add a little bit of drama to at the very end.
Ooh, that's putting it mildly. Jeebus. But yeah, also we're in space right now. I forgot to mention that subtle pointer. We're in space. We're in a spaceship. This spaceship is crashing into a satellite. It's all being controlled by your android friend that was kidnapped, which it was made to replicate Daragon's deceased sister. And she's kind of the center of it all. It's fine. That's the rest of the plot that we come to. And the best part, I mean, we don't care about this cutscene. The best part is, once we get to it, hopefully it doesn't skip it, is the fantastic 90s, 2000s music that hopefully I will... Come on, show it. Anyway, as this loads in, pretty much just let you... here we go! Anywho, I'm Oscar424. I hope you had fun. I had a lot of fun playing this. Find me twitch.tv/Oscar424. I play good games badly, bad games quickly. You will see me playing a very, 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 very silly game coming up later in the marathon on the final day called Dreams of Aether, which was an April Fool's Day game that was free for a day, so you know exactly what you're getting into. But yeah, Hope.
And if you like this little chaotic duo that you've seen throughout this run, guess what? I will also be the host for that run as well. So you're getting part 2 of this wonderful Oscar Tour Night duo. I couldn't have asked for a more fun run to kind of see at this hour at 3:06 a.m. Oscar, are there any final words you want to say before we kind of move on to our next run, and or rather move on to prepping for our next run?
As mentioned by Teacher Yef, every other Tuesday at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. best time zone, aka Central Time Zone. I have run a show on Hotfix, or on GDQ channel called Hotfix, or it's Hotfix. I run a show called Express Lane. It's speedruns that are 60 minutes or less because I have the memory span and attention span of goldfish. So yeah, if you have short runs, might see you on Express Lane. But otherwise, y'all are super cute. Keep raising money for a great cause in Little Warriors, and I will see you later on in the marathon. Bye!
All right, Chad, give it one more time for Oscar 424. A chaotic but wonderful run of the Bouncer. And with that, we are soon approaching our final run of the night, of the day, of day 2 of Prevent-A-Thon 5. We'll be getting we're getting things ready, but before we do, we just want to make sure that you guys, that everyone in chat kind of has a time to stretch their legs, go to the restroom, get some snacks. We have a fantastic and very entertaining final run of Prevent-A-Thon 5 day 2. So with that, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.